When you sit down on an airplane, everybody on the airplane paid a different amount of money for their seat.
True.
They get from one place to another. They in the same plane, the same experience, but everybody paid a different price for that seat.
Right.
Welcome to episode 275 of Breaking Down Your Business, where Jill has
man.
vegetable in her
I
mouth.
had a vegetable in my mouth.
You can find the show notes to this episode, which include vegetables, at breakingdownyourbusiness.com/275.
Drinking a smoothie and there was a little tiny piece of kale in my mouth and it was gross, guys. It was gross.
And if you want to hear more of that, you go to foundingmoms.com and join the FMC.
And if you guys want to learn more about Brad, check out anchoradvisors.com.
So today, Jill, we're going to answer a question that I get a lot.
What do you get?
How much does it cost to work with you?
Oh, I thought it was going to be, how do you pronounce that word?
Okay,
Wait.
that was good.
Wait, how much what?
How much does it cost to work with you?
A lot.
Well, we're gonna work on a couple different answers for that.
$1 billion.
And then we're going to talk about why there's never just one price for your services.
I was just going to say, there's never one price.
You're so smart,
It's
Jill.
like you're reading my mind. Wait, you're saying I'm so smart when you're the one who said it because you came up with it, so basically you're complimenting yourself. I know you need help with your digital marketing.
You need help with your digital marketing.
No, you need help. You want to get more customers from the internet, but you don't know who to trust or what to do or how to do it. You don't know anything, Brad.
I don't know anything.
That's why NetBlaze was created. It's like a
NetBlaze!
virtual chief marketing officer for your company.
Wait, that actually sounds kind of cool.
NetBlaze is the only software designed for local business owners. You just type your details into NetBlaze, and it'll create a plan to get you more business online.
Sweet!
What? NetBlaze watches over your entire web presence, detects any issues you're having, and displays content on how to fix those issues fast.
Wow!
You can do those tasks yourself or send them to someone else.
I don't want to do things
So
myself.
I'm going to send them to you, and you send them to me.
I'm not. No, I'm
Yes,
going to send them
let's
to
do
NetBlaze.
that way. NetBlaze said so. It's never been easier to put yourself on the map, show up in more local search results, and get more customers walking through your doors. Breaking Down Your Business listeners can find out more and even try it for free.
Whoa!
Go to netblaze.com/BDYB.
That's where I
that
go.
stands for Breaking Down Your Business. Duh. Netblaze.com/BDYB. And try it out because NetBlaze.
So, Jill, I bought a book recently
Yeah.
that cost $200.
No, you did not.
I did.
Brad Ferris, what was it called? The Bible?
I'm not. If you want to hear after you listen to the episode, if you want to hear what it's called, text me and I'll tell you. But
You're not going to tell us what it's called?
no, it's a secret.
Is it Harry Potter?
I
first
went to this
edition?
website of an expert that I highly respect.
Okay.
And he told me he'd published a new book. I got an email from him, and I
Is
went
his
to the
name
website.
Kermit the Frog?
Nope.
Okay.
And he had three prices, three ways you could buy his book: either $100, $200, or $400.
What the heck were the reasons for the differences?
100 was just an ebook. 200 came with a printed copy. 400 came with a bunch of videos and extras and things.
You paid $200. I have no words.
Okay, so you're disgusted that I paid $200
I'm
for
pretty
that book.
disgusted. I'm a little bit angry. At
Now
you.
let me tell you that in the last 4 months, that book has made me at least $30,000.
Stop it. You're lying.
I'm not lying. I'm probably understating it. It might be $60,000.
What?
Now, how do you
Not even
feel?
following.
Now, how do you feel about the $200 that I spent
It's
on
a
that
great
book?
investment. What are you talking about?
It's a book about pricing.
Okay.
If you text 708-872-7878, I'll reply with the name of the book if you want to go buy it. But it's a book about
I'm
pricing.
also very confused as to why you won't say it on the air. That's fascinating.
Some intrigue. Why should we?
I don't know. You're
tell
like
everybody
flirting
everything?
with the audience
Exactly.
about. Okay. Sure.
So I'm the raise the prices
He's a
guy,
big
right?
spender.
I'm a guy that tells everybody to raise their prices, and this is a book
That's what I was
about.
going to say. Why are you buying a book on pricing? You're the guy who's the expert. Now you just outed yourself as not the expert because you're buying an expert's book on pricing.
Okay, do you think experts don't buy every book there is on a particular topic?
All right.
If someone writes a book about pricing,
But you
I'm going to read
paid
it.
$200 for something you are very good at already.
And having done that, it made me $60,000.
What did you tweak?
So
Or is that like the gold
the
secret?
first thing that this guy teaches is that you need to price the customer and not the job.
But how do you know the customer well enough?
How do you know the customer well enough? So let me. For the 1st
Don't
thing
ask the question back. I asked you the question.
in my sales process, I need to take the time to get to know the customer, to understand what they need and why they need it.
So this does not apply if I sell widgets.
It might apply if you sell widgets,
but
only if you have a product on a shelf and you're not actually selling it. Like if you're selling it through a retailer or something, that's totally different. This is about services. This is really about selling services, right? But in the sales process, I need to get to know someone, and I need to get to know what is the problem that they're having that's causing them to come ask for my help.
Sure.
Right? Nobody comes to hire a business consultant because everything's going great, right? Sure. They call me because there's some big scary thing that's going to happen that if they don't fix it is going to eat their business, right? And understanding the magnitude of that problem, right? If the problem you have is like, yeah, I'm just not quite as satisfied as I used to be, and I really want to grow. That problem probably isn't worth a ton of money, right?
Right, I see.
But if I've got a $10 million business and I'm making $2 million a year and I'm staring down, there's a cliff coming and like this whole thing is going down, that's worth a lot more, right?
Interesting. And then how do you figure out how to split up who gets charged what?
That's an excellent question.
Or is that something you work on?
One of the things that he says is when you sit down on an airplane, everybody on the airplane paid a different amount of money for their seat.
True.
They get from one place to another. They in the same plane, the same experience, but everybody paid a different price for that seat. Right?
Yeah.
And so you can charge different people different amounts.
Right.
And one of the things, and I've said this for a long time, but like the way that I worked through it with this content, even just giving people choices. Like, sure, we can work together. Here's way number one, way number two, way number three, right? Okay. And to make those real choices, like in way number one, you don't get to talk to me. You just get to talk to my team. And it's a great team. They'll definitely help you out, But if you want to talk to me, then you got to be in way number two, which is more money, right? And way number three, you get me and my team, and you get the extras, the videos, and the having those choices. This is what's amazing. So I set those choices up where what I was charging before was the low price option, and then middle, and then high. A lot of people are choosing the high, so I'm doing the same thing.
I thought you were going to say the middle.
Well, the idea is that you drive people to the middle. Yeah. A lot of people are still buying the high. So I'm getting paid 3 times more money to do.
But what I like about the way you're explaining it is there's also a piece in there that I haven't heard anybody talk about before. You are taking the time to learn me and to talk to me and make me feel so good that of course I'm going to pick the high one. So interesting. I like now talking about feelings in business. I don't know if this is related, but it feels related that I was recently at a venue listening to some music, and a man came to the door, and I happened to be standing near the door. Yep. And he came in. He was a business person. It was late at night. He said, "Hey, are you guys still open and serving food?" Mm-hmm. And they said, "You have 12 minutes till the kitchen opens."
Closes.
And he closes. And he sort of like did the bummer. And he started turning around to leave. And I'm sorry. And they said, "And by the way, there's a $10 cover because we have music performing." Right. So he just like shrugged and turned around like, "I don't want to pay for music. I just want some food." And I looked at him and I said, "Well, why aren't you going to support some artists tonight?" Turned around, put his hand in his pocket, and paid the money. But it's like as though he needed a connection to somebody to go, "It's going to be
somebody
fine."
That cares, right?
And then he paid the money, and I was very proud of myself. Thank you very much.
But listening and understanding what the customer needs means that we can create options that really meet their needs, right? And some buyers...
But they can feel that you actually mean it, and you're not like, "Hey, I got this thing for you. It's going to work. Let me sell it to you."
So the other experience that it compares to this for me is like going into the Apple store. Whenever I go into the Apple store, I already have decided I'm going to buy, the 13-inch with the medium hard drive and the whatever, right? And then I walk up to that desk, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then right next to it, for $50 more, this is a little bit better machine, right? Yeah. And then right next to that, for another $100, wow, I can get that.
But then the genius walks up to you and starts telling you about all the bells and whistles on the nice one.
And I walk myself up from the machine that I'd already picked out to like 3 machines better.
Right.
And then I think, wait, I'm crazy. I wanted that first thing. But I never walk all the way back down. I walk like halfway back down. But do you think
it's because you walked in mentally already being prepared to spend X amount of money? And so the little bit more because you're okay with it at that point isn't so much.
But that's true of our customers too.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like if
But
you're okay with the beginning.
It's like you were saying with the guy at the door. There was a reason for him to pay the $10, right? If you give people reasons to pay you more in those extra options, people will. People will pay you more.
Why do you say it like that?
Because I'm amazed.
But why? You're so
I
many
don't
years
know.
into business.
Because
Your specialty is pricing and hiring.
Right.
Why are you surprised?
And one of the things that I know about pricing and about hiring is it's mostly about head trash, right? Like when I put that far right column on the page, I was like, nobody is going to pay this.
Really?
It seems so high.
Interesting.
It seems so because I've been selling it on the low side for years.
Yeah.
I'm used to that.
Right.
But stretching and putting that bigger number on there,
Right.
it makes people feel more comfortable paying the middle one because they didn't buy the most expensive one.
Yeah.
But people are buying the most. So
Right.
I got to make that one more expensive, right?
Fascinating.
And so that's what I'm telling you. I paid $200 for a book, which is a ridiculous price to pay for a book, except it made me...
How were you convinced that it would do that for you, that you spent $200 on a book? Because you keep saying it like I keep thinking it, which is, you idiot.
Yeah. In fact, I recommended this to a friend of mine who's really good on pricing, too. I'm like, you got to buy this book. She took one look at the page and wrote me back and said, I'm not paying $200 for a book.
Yeah, but what made you go, oh, this is the one?
I really trusted the guy. I heard on his podcast, he talked about the content of the book. And
so you felt a connection.
I did,
there it is again.
And like really $200. It's a lot of money for a book, but it's not a lot of money. Like how hard was it?
For a lot of people, it's a lot of money for a book.
How hard was it going to be to earn $200 back?
I mean, sure. But had the book not been helpful, that would have been a massive embarrassment in my mind to pay $200 for a book that did squat for you.
You're probably right. But it paid back a lot more than that. So again, if this book is interesting to you,
one of us
and
should buy it.
particularly
Yeah.
if you're in the creative services industry,
right.
text 708-872-7878 and I'll shoot you the URL and you can see for yourself.
For $50, will you photocopy the book?
No.
Okay. I think we crushed it.